Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, Jin the Window Queen, a tale of paws, purrs, and playtime. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it, no hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. Jin, my beloved little fur ball, had always believed that the window was her throne. Every day, as the sunlight spilled through the glass, she would gracefully hop onto the sill, her tail flicking like the feather of a queen's crown. From this royal seat, Jin could observe everything: the dancing leaves, the occasional butterfly, and the unfortunate pigeons who had the audacity to rest near her kingdom. To her, the window was not simply a piece of furniture. It was the stage of her grand performance. She would sit tall, whiskers twitching with authority, eyes glowing like golden lanterns. If anyone dared to pass by the street, Jin would glare at them with the intensity of 1,000 suns. Sometimes, she would paw at the glass with such determination that I could almost hear her inner monologue. "How dare you walk your dog near my palace? Guards, seize them." Of course, there were no guards, just me, her humble servant. And my role was crystal clear: to keep stroking her soft fur, ensuring that Her Majesty Jin never felt neglected while watching over her lands. Jin had a unique way of demanding attention. She never meowed like ordinary cats. Instead, she would give me the look. It was a mysterious combination of wide eyes and slow blinks that seemed to hypnotize me into obedience. I would instantly find my hand resting on her back, stroking her silky coat, while she purred like a well-oiled engine. The purring was deceptive. At first, it lulled me into believing she was relaxed. But Jin was a trickster queen. Just when I thought she had settled into her royal massage, she would suddenly flop onto her back, exposing her fluffy belly. My heart would melt, and I'd reach out to rub that soft cloud. Big mistake. Within seconds, Jin's little paws would clamp around my wrist, and her sharp teeth would lightly nip me, as if saying, "Huh, you fell for my trap again, foolish human." Despite these mischievous ambushes, I couldn't stop laughing. She looked so smug every time, rolling over dramatically as though she had just conquered an empire. To Jin, playtime was not simply play. It was a battle of wit and speed, a performance where she always emerged victorious. Sometimes, she would chase after my moving fingers like a miniature tiger in the jungle. Other times, she'd leap at invisible enemies only she could see, landing clumsily on the cushion below. No matter what, her antics always filled the room with laughter. Even the sunlight seemed to shine brighter when Jin played. As the day wore on and the sun began to set, Jin would curl up again by the window, her eyes half closed, her body pressed against my arm. I continued stroking her fur, this time gently and steadily, as though we both knew the kingdom was safe for the night. She purred softly, and for once, there were no tricks, no traps, just warmth and peace. Watching Jin enjoy the simple pleasure of sunlight, gentle touch, and playful games reminded me of something important. Life doesn't always have to be complicated or grand to be joyful. Sometimes, the greatest happiness is found in the quietest of moments: a soft breeze, a ray of light, the company of someone you love. Jin, in all her fluffy wisdom, had mastered the art of balance. She ruled her little world from the window with dignity, demanded affection with clever charm, and turned every play session into a memory worth keeping. She showed me that you don't need to chase after everything at once. Sometimes sitting still, appreciating the view, and letting yourself be loved is more than enough. In her own silly, adorable, and slightly mischievous way, Jin taught me to live like a cat. Be curious, play often, rest when needed, and never underestimate the joy of simply sitting by the window with someone who cares about you. In many ways, Jin's life at the window reflects the balance we all need in today's fast-paced world. Just like Jin, who finds joy in sunlight, a gentle touch, and playful moments, we too can learn to slow down and appreciate the small, simple pleasures around us. Modern life often pressures us to constantly chase success, achievements, and recognition, leaving little time for stillness. Yet, Jin reminds us that fulfillment doesn't always come from big victories. It can come from sitting quietly, observing the world, or sharing meaningful moments with loved ones. Her playful tricks also highlight the importance of humor and spontaneity. Being too serious all the time drains our energy, while a little mischief or laughter can refresh our spirit. Most importantly, Jin's ability to rest without guilt teaches us that recharging is not laziness, but wisdom. In a society that glorifies busyness, we must remember that rest is what gives us strength to continue. So, like Jin, we should protect our personal window, a space where we can breathe, reflect, and simply be. By embracing curiosity, play, and peace, we can lead richer, calmer, and more joyful lives.